Hey, how is everyone? I hope we all enjoyed training on Wednesday night, and I hope you guys are all excited for your practice game against Warrandyte. There was just a few things that I wanted to touch on about Wednesday night, about the off-ball movement and our flow of the offense. We had a bit of movement, like there would be that occasional cut, or there would always be that on-ball screen, but then we had players that were around the perimeter who just stood in the same place and didn't know what to do. Eventually when we progress into the older age groups or even youth league, the biggest thing that we'll find is those 1%ers and their ability to create for their teammates and the flow of how they move. Usually when you think about the ability to create is when those guards have those nice flashy highlight passes like you see from Chris Paul, or you see from, other guards like LaMelo Ball even, like you see here. But what we want to be able to show you guys is that there needs to be offensive flow for this to all happen. There needs to be offensive flow for you guys to be able to create for each other. The reason that the press break that Nigel showed you guys was working a lot was because it forced you guys to move. Jordan did a great job of running that press break offense when he would find that gap and then he would draw the big end and he found the corner every time. We want you guys to be able to create those 3-point shots. But the thing is that the reason why Nigel implemented this is because he doesn't want you guys to resort to this as a first shot. So the reason why we have this 3-point license is to get you guys used to following this offense, because there will be a point where we don't care who's shooting a 3-point, who's shooting a 3-pointer. We just want you guys to be able to create a shot every single play. We want you guys to be able to flow that offense every single play. This here is a triangle offense that Phil Jackson would run with the Lakers. Very similar to how we would run the pistol play. I want you guys to pay close attention to the off-ball movement here. Okay, so we have Kobe here who's looking for an option, and as soon as he can't see that option, he decides to swing it. Now the worst thing we can do after swinging the ball is wait here for the ball back. Many variations and options could come off this, but just for one option as an example is for Kobe to come set a screen for the man down on the corner and for the corner to lift up, and that way we get the ball through hands and we get more flow of the offense. Now geniusly performed, we see it done the other way. So instead, the corner comes sets a down screen for Kobe and Kobe cuts down. That option wasn't there, so he comes back out and instead they create another shot for on the other side. Now we want this flow to always be continuous. We want you guys to always be able to move and create for your teammates and create these shots. Realistically, if we're not going to be able to do this, we're going to get smashed by teams in grading, because realistically we're not going to always be able to create for ourselves play after play. I've refed a lot of rep teams and rep practice games and rep teams at tournaments, and the biggest thing that you'll see with these bigger clubs, with Cavs and Dandenong, you see even the worst teams, so maybe like the 5s, the 6s, the biggest thing that will separate the competition is how they move. There's always flow in the offense, they're always cutting, they're always creating for each other, because this is what the coaches teach them. 9 times out of 10, the rep teams with better offensive flow is going to be the ones that will come greater in the long run. Something for homework for you guys this season is to watch a lot of NBL games. NBL games, you always see the flow of the offense, you always see the IQ of these players on display, and you can always learn something. I hope you guys all take this on board, and good luck to everyone for the next game at Warrandyte.